I would be way more excited about Joe Burrow potentially playing against the New England Patriots on Sunday had the Bengals actually done their job. And you might be like, Dallas, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm talking about the Cincinnati Bengals actually winning games, actually making moves before the trade deadlines, actually making it worthwhile for Joe Burrow to come back. Because all I'm seeing right now is a last ditch effort to try and keep the Bengals in the playoffs. And what's so frustrating about that is we saw the same thing last season. The only difference between last season and this season is the fact that last season Joe Burrow was not injured. That's what's so frustrating about all of this. It is frustrating as a fan to listen to teammates talk about how excited they are to see Joe Burrow taking QB1 reps during practice, to have him back in the locker room, to just be able to see him again. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Because to me, if y'all actually missed him that much, y'all should have been finding ways to win during the time that he's been away. And no, that's not what they did. They found ways to not lose, which ultimately resulted in them losing. There are at least two games that the Bengals should have won: the Bears and the Jets. And now everybody is like, oh my gosh, this man is going to play on Sunday. Because, basically, he needs to play on Sunday because otherwise, yeah, the season is effectively over. I would argue the season is effectively over, but nobody wants to say that because there's still a mathematical chance that the Bengals make it to the playoffs. Again, we saw this last season. The Bengals went on to run out to, excuse me, the Bengals went on to win out, and they still did not make the playoffs. And the offense was putting up 40 plus points damn near every game. Joe Burrow was having an MVP season. I would argue the defense is worse this season than it was last season. And you want him to go out and play on a bum toe? And I get it. Joe Burrow is 28. He's almost 29. We're damn near the same age. I get it. He's a grown ass man. He can make his own decisions. If he wants to play, go for it. But I think we are all ignoring the larger problem if Joe Burrow comes back and plays and the Bengals still don't make it to the playoffs. Like Taylor Swift once said, I think I've seen this film before. Why are we wanting to replay it? Why are we wanting to do this? Why are we allowing a generational talent to have to be the core of the team? I get it. The quarterback, probably the most important player on the field. I'm with you on that. But I don't think the quarterback should have to be superhuman. And last season, and clearly this season, the organization and his teammates are comfortable with the man having to go out and perform as if he is otherworldly. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it makes for a good, healthy culture. If the Bengals had gone out and win games, I don't think maybe we would be hearing Joe coming back to play against the Patriots. But I think the framing, the priming around why he's coming back would be a little bit different. Oh, he just so happened to, heal quicker. He's done the work. That would have been a great story. That would have been, look at Joe Burrow. But right about now, as a fan, I'm sitting and watching and being like, wow, he's doing this because one, we know how much he wants to bring a championship to Cincinnati, to Ohio. He didn't do it in high school. He didn't get to play at Ohio State. I feel like that's been a very clear goal of his for the past few seasons. Okay. And now Jamar is out because Jamar thought it would be a good idea to spit on Jalen Ramsey. So now Jamar has put his team in a position where, guess what? Y'all don't have your best player. You don't have the best wide receiver in the fucking league because he chose to spit. And that's what the whole narrative has been this whole week, is talking about how, oh my God, he should have known better. He shouldn't have done that. And I mean, yeah, he should not have done that. It doesn't make sense. All of this is like watching a bad train wreck. And it's so fucking frustrating because my thing is, it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. But everybody in that building is letting it be this way. And I just don't understand why. And I'm sure somebody, well, you don't have to be a fan. You're right. I don't have to be a fan. But I mean, I'm still going to be a fan. I just think the part of the reason why I'm sitting here and talking like this and I am so passionate about this is because I care. I would think you want people who care. You want people to say, hey, actually, I think y'all could be doing this better. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. Once again, y'all are putting him being Joe, in a position of having to do it all. And I just don't see that being a smart way to play the game of football long term. This is a very violent sport at the end of the day. I would imagine if you're wanting to play 20 plus years in this league, you have to go about it in a smart way. I mean, he's 28, soon be 29. Yeah, I guess you can get away with playing as if you're superhuman right now. But that's not something he should have to do when he's 35. And again, it's not something he should have to do at the age of 28 because nobody else in the building wants to make a change. You've got a head coach that consistently says, oh, we just need to find momentum. My guy, momentum walked out the door 3 seasons ago. You've got defensive players that can't seem to tackle. I'm watching them and I'm like, damn, are these motherfuckers out? Are y'all getting paid? Are y'all in some gambling shit that we don't know about? Are we going to see headlines a couple seasons down the road talking about, Geno Stone was getting paid to not tackle players? Like, what is going on? And see, that's how rumors get started. But I'm just saying, the Bengals have no reason to be out here looking like this. Bad news Bengals. That don't make no damn sense. It makes no sense. So I guess my question truly is, where does it stop? How does it get better? How is ownership comfortable with being known as being like a poverty franchise? Why is this team, why is this organization and its leadership comfortable with being ranked low consistently on those NFL Player Association reports? Why is that? Because again, it doesn't have to be like this. We know it doesn't have to be like this because we have other NFL organizations that make it clear it doesn't have to be like this, that make it clear they care about their fans and their players and the players' families. Listen, the Cowboys get a lot of shit. Jerry Jones, rightfully so, gets a lot of shit. I ain't never said I like the man. I ain't saying all that. But what I will say is if you go and look at the NFL player report cards for the Dallas Cowboys, they always rank consistently high. That can't be said for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think what we're seeing in Joe Burrow's eventual quick soon to be return is that no one in that building seems to care. And that, as a fan, is concerning. And as a fan, I'm just here to say, I think everybody right about now, shame on you, and prove it. Prove that you actually give a fuck, because right about now, it doesn't seem like you care. I didn't expect this to be almost 10 minutes long, but it is. If you watched all of this, thank you for listening. I still have a broken ankle, so there's that. Hooday, I guess. Bye.